Let's talk about addiction. So most of us are addicted to something, whether it's our phone, the internet, love, food, alcohol. I'm guilty of being addicted to a lot of things, and luckily I've gone through those addictions, and I really want to share with you how you can overcome any addictions today. So hi everybody, it's Lymphodata here and welcome to my channel. On this channel, I'm here to help you how to achieve time and financial freedom. Now, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe so that you get notification of my videos every single week. Okay, so today's topic is a little bit different than the usual topics I talk about, which is about success and manifestation and business and productivity. Today's topic is quite sensitive and something to do with more like everyday life, which is really about our addiction. And the reason why I want to talk about it is it still can really sabotage our success, sabotage our goal of achieving time and financial freedom. Because if we're addicted to something, it means that we're caught up in an area of our life that is, stopping us from going to where we want to go. And, whether we're addicted to love, it's not a good thing. Whether you're addicted to alcohol, it's not good either. I've been there, addicted to substance. Oh shit, better not burn my hair. It is still not a good thing. And I've gone through all of that and I want to share with you how I've managed to overcome it. And it is the key thing to really let me catapult into the life that I have now. I really had to deal with all of my addictions in order to be where I am today. Okay, so let's define addiction, because I often come across people who didn't think that they're addicted to something, but they are. Or there was a long time that I was being addicted to something, but I didn't realize that I was addicted to something. And because the key first step into overcoming any addiction that I found is actually admitting and realizing that you are addicted. And so what is addiction? To me, addiction means that whatever it is, it's controlling you versus you controlling it. It puts you into this circle, this you're always back to the same square, same step, same position as you are, a position that isn't healthy, that isn't good. So let's just say drinking is not bad or good. It could be good if you just have one or two, but if you drink so much and then you get hammered and then you say bad things to people and then the next day you regret and then you're like, I'm never gonna do it again. And then the next week you can't help but to go out and drink and get drunk again. And you do this again and again, and it becomes like uncontrollable, and it becomes part of you where you feel like, but I need to drink in order to have that kind of fun. But then it has all these bad consequences that comes with it, but you just can't get out of it. So that is what you call an addiction. Even with love, I was constantly in a relationship and I didn't realize I was addicted to love for many, many years, because I just thought, well, I can't help it if a guy likes me and I like them, and I just jump from one to another. But the problem was just that I would sabotage my relationships. I would get in a relationship, hurt my partner, get confused, get bored, whatever it is, and then break up and then date someone else and then continue that. And when that wasn't serving me anymore, and I realized one day that, although I was in a relationship all the time, I wasn't happy, and I constantly go into this pattern of almost destruction, love destruction. And that's when I had a wake-up call that I was addicted to love, and then I had to work on that. So first of all, whatever area in your life that you're not happy with, that you feel like you're upset about, that you're disappointed whenever this happened, and it happens so regularly and you seem to can't get out of it, you're probably addicted to that. It could be something minor, like for me last year or the year before, it was about my phone. I didn't realize I was addicted to my phone because I use my phone every single day for work, and I thought, well, it's work. It's talking to my friends, but I didn't realize that it was like I was actually getting stressed, like my head would thump, or I would feel this anxiety feeling, and it really was because of this feeling that I had to go, okay, why am I keep feeling this way? And then I realized I was addicted to the phone. So my first step for you is, what are you addicted to? Analyze, and I'm sure if you're watching this, you're probably interested because you are addicted to something. But if you are not sure, have a think about what are you spending a lot of time doing and can't get yourself out, and it's not something that you want to continue doing. And share in the comments below. Actually, I would love to hear what your current addiction is. Okay, so we're clear that we have to admit that we have a problem in order to firstly attack this problem of addiction. Now, the next step though is really about admitting that we don't have all the answers to fix ourselves. Because I find that when people can't give up on things or can't get over their addiction of anything is because they think they can do it themselves. So they don't seek any help. They think it's all about willpower, that I'm just gonna stop when I want to. But I find that the only time that it has been effective for me is when I really looked for the information, the resources, the help. So like, let's say when I had to go through my love addiction, I did a full course on, mindsets and worked out my problems when I was a kid growing up. And so it was this through a course, life coaching course, that I really understood my relationship with love. I also continuously read books. So even though I wasn't dating anyone or I was single or whatever it was, I still worked on this topic about love so that I could work on myself or, get better at the love addiction. And then I also had a life coach for that as well. And then when it came to even my alcohol addiction, I had to really look into, what are the ways to quit alcohol. I researched, I read up on things, and then I did life coaching session, and I even did actions that are, different so that I know it's going to hold me accountable. So for example, I did a video publicizing that I'm going to quit. And so I did that because I needed the help from other people. I knew that I couldn't do it on my own. I needed to get the help from either resources or people that could actually help me through the problem that I have. Another thing that really helps me to overcome any addiction is actually analyzing what's going through in your mind. Because often we're addicted to something is because of our beliefs about it. Like, we're driven by these things that we tell ourselves, even subconsciously. So like when it comes to drinking, I was always a party girl. And when I was younger, I was using alcohol to sort of like get over my pain. Growing up, I had really strict parents. And so whenever I went out, I just wanted to be free and go out and who cares? And it's the only time that I'm like living in the present moment and enjoying myself without any worries. And well, looking back now, I can understand that. But at the time, I just related to alcohol solves all the problem. When I drink, I feel good. When I drink, my problems goes away. Like, it became me. I am a party girl. I am a girl that loves to drink and can handle a lot of alcohol. But obviously I wanted to stop it because I just knew I hated the feeling the next day. It was pulling me away from my dreams and goals. It wasn't helping me. And so through working on my mindset, I realized, so I wrote down on one column a list of things that I said about alcohol. A lot of those things, I was so surprised. I was like, some of my beliefs is like, there's no point in drinking if you don't get drunk. Don't waste liquid space. So as in, like, I used to have to drink vodka so that it gets me faster rather than drinking beer because it's not going to get me any feeling. That it's not fun without alcohol, or I can't express and say I love you and be, and just speak my mind truthfully unless I'm drinking. And I started to look at it, I'm like, that does not make any sense, and it's not true. So often our beliefs are so like ingrained in us from so long ago, we never challenge it. And so I challenge it, I'm like, actually, I can say I love you. I have said I love you without being drunk. I don't need to get drunk to actually have fun. Like, I'm actually quite a bubbly person, and I could enjoy company and a great chat and dinner without getting drunk. So that's not really true that I need alcohol to drink. So as you start to list down everything that you believe about it, and you look at it, you go, no wonder why I keep drinking is because of all these beliefs. And then on the next column, start to challenge those limiting beliefs and then create some more empowering one, and tell yourself more positive things that will help you to achieve your goal of overcoming the addiction. So now you need an action plan. It's okay to now know that you have all these limiting beliefs and you know that you have a problem, but without a full action plan, we're not going to be able to help ourselves. So for example, last year when I was overcoming my addiction to the internet and my phone, I really wrote down all the different ways I could do to really limit myself. So I gave myself some sort of structure in the day of when I will be using the phone, when I wouldn't be using the phone anymore. When do I check the emails? When do I check my certain apps? So I started to delete certain apps that I didn't need. I put time limitations and structure on when I would use certain apps. And then I started to just plan out how I would actually overcome this, because without an action plan, you're not going to be able to actually make it happen. So when it comes to, for example, drinking, what sort of action plans will you give yourself? For me, one of my action plan was to quit drinking completely for a long period of time until I feel like I'm controlling it and it doesn't control me. And I did that for about 6 months. And then after that, I really try to give myself limits in how many drinks I would drink before I would stop. I would say I will only have wine, or, avoid vodka and have, 2 drinks. And if I feel a little bit tipsy, I would stop. And so you need to have some sort of action plan so that you can avoid situations. If you know that you're weak when it comes to doing, being in this certain environment or being with certain people, then it's you who needs to sort of avoid putting yourself in that kind of environment, or surround yourself with people that could, be a bad influence on you. Because the issue with addiction is that you can never really get over it completely. I mean, it's easily comes out again, right? Like your old habits and your old desire to have that kind of fun will still come out. So the best thing you could do is sort of avoid it, to never give in to, okay, I'm really strong and good now. I can just throw myself in these bad situations in the environment and know that I'm okay. Because you don't want to test yourself like that, because I know that, when you are with certain people or certain environment, it triggers you to come back to the way you were before. And so have an action plan that will limit you being in those situations that would attempt you to go back into your addiction. Finally, I want to leave you with this point, is that it's not going to be easy. Whether you're overcoming an addiction or you're trying to achieve certain goals, whether it's minor, like using your phone, not quitting, but using your phone less, or overcoming alcohol addiction or any kind of major addiction. It is going to be challenging and you're going to fall off the track sometime. But it's really about not giving up, because the only time we can fail is when we give up and we're like, no, that's just me, too hard, I can't do it, I'm that kind of person, I'm not going to try anymore because I've tried already, I'm not going to try again because it won't work for me. Well, that is guaranteed failure, and you're never going to achieve the success that you want in life. You're going to be just stuck in where you are. So it's really about dusting it off, see what you've learned from it. Like, okay, well, this time I did this because this happened. All right, I'm going to try next time, try that. To be honest, overcoming certain addictions for me had taken years to overcome, but I never gave up. I've always, admitted that I don't like that about myself and I want to change and I want to quit. And I keep working at it. I keep resetting that same goal again and again until I really feel like I'm getting better and better every year. Will I fall back on certain addiction? Maybe, but I doubt that I would. I would probably fall off for a day or two, but then I know I can get back onto it because I'm not really addicted anymore. Because you just you built that muscle now. You know how to get over things. You know how to have better control over things. So, because in life, it's not that we can't enjoy certain things. We can enjoy love, we can enjoy alcohol, we can enjoy our phone, but it's really about how do we control it versus it controlling us. So thank you so much, guys. I hope I've inspired you to overcome whatever it is that you're overcoming. Love to hear from you what kind of strategies you've used in the past to overcome certain addictions so that other people could learn from you. And of course, if you've got any topics for me that you want me to cover, feel free to let me know. And thank you again so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.